Okay, this is a pretty straightforward CSS rule, but it's pretty cool. What it is it's the ability to take a block of text and have the browser turn it into multiple columns, kind of like you do in a newspaper or an online article. So we're going to start off with our text here. I gave you some default text from the Declaration of Independence, and we'll see how this text shows up. So you see I have a bunch of text here, and I have it under div class equals newspaper, but I don't have any style tags. So if I close here, I just am going to see all of that undifferentiated, one paragraph, one column, because I don't have any tags in it. But look what happens when I create a class newspaper, and I say column count equals 3. And because this is, I'm working in Firefox, Mozilla, you have to do your prefix that you learned about on some of these earlier ones. So column count 3. So you look what happens. It changes it, and it takes all that text and it puts it into 3 columns instead of just the default one, which is pretty neat. And so it doesn't really matter, or it matters a great deal, which number I put in there, but you can do column count equals 2, and it breaks up into 2 columns. That's pretty helpful in terms of displaying text. Now there are a few other elements that you can put in, column gap, and that's how much space is between the columns. So you can see here I'll do 30 pixels. I have to, again, because I'm in Firefox, I'm going to have to do my prefix here, column. You can see I create some space there between the columns. And then the other thing that you can do is you can create a ruler basically between the columns, and you can do your old friends like say 2 pixels solid blue. Okay, and this can be other things. You can do dotted between the columns as well. And so your assignment is to take this text that I've given you and break it into columns, and then just experiment a little bit with the different elements in terms of the column rule or the gap between the columns to make it look the way you want it to look. Okay, so pretty short lesson, but a pretty powerful tool.